Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tellor Dev Call. Today is December 9th, and we're starting our audit for Tellor Layer. We're super excited that we're finally here. Our testnet is currently running. We're not opening it to the public yet, but we'll keep you posted when we'll be live for you guys to be able to join the network. We are going to be hiring a DevRel. So if you guys know anybody that's technical and outgoing, make sure to tell them. We'll post, once we post it on LinkedIn, we'll pass it around. And with that, let's get going with what's up with the chain. And let's get started with Caleb.
Restarted a couple times with an upgrade, working on getting comfortable with migrations and just the whole process. This week, we're going to be standing up a local DevNet, not a local DevNet, a testnet DevNet for us to use so that whenever we do open up to the public again, we can test these upgrades and such before they reach you guys so that it can be a more seamless experience and less testnetty, you might say.
Spotty.
I am working on that also. There's details that we need to work out. Make the new DevNet. Also hoping I'm going to finish up my tests for the DVM soon. I'm going to try to squeeze some of that Python work in there. Yep.
Akram?
I was going to add tests to my PR, did a little refactoring, but also I guess like we talked, I can might as well do the migrations for the upgrade. I'll take care of that. But yeah, the PR is ready. Anybody wants to review it?
Tim?
I've got a little mini PR, and adding another getter to layer is, I think, not the highest priority, but yeah, that's there. And then working on getting the relayers up and running again with any new chains, making sure everything's looking good. And then mostly working on other stuff outside of layer, more of a layer user type projects.
Dan?
So we were seeing some weird behavior with how reporter commission rates were getting interpreted from within the terminal. Faku sent me a custom transaction handler and it fixed it. There's just a little bit of tidying up to do within the actual code, the create reporter message, to make sure that the decimals are being handled right.
Ryan?
I am just finishing up the still working title, but the data blob page. Essentially being able to input query IDs and timestamps to get certain blobs of data. Yeah, so I'm just finishing up the UX of that and the UI. And then once that's all polished, I'm gonna go back into the data feed aspect, which Tim, I think there might be a getter. I don't know if that's the one you were thinking of, but might be useful for that. Talk about that offline, but that's what I'm focusing on.
Nick?
Let me know whenever you go over those white paper changes. I'll push that up to the GitHub. Should have ADR changes, a handful of those as well. Working on a little price feed article that we can kind of like a structure to expand on with Layer. If you guys saw, there was a good article by the Euler people on the Bitcoin flash crash last week. And they were talking about their Oracle issues and things like that, and it goes directly into I had posted an article like 2 weeks ago on like the long tail asset prices. So go give that one a read. But it's all very relevant. People are still struggling to figure out how to properly price assets as collateral, and it's just trade-offs. There's no good solution. But we're trying to, one of the goals, since it is all just trade-offs, like most oracles don't necessarily make it that transparent. So we want to be very, very transparent what your choices are as a user and where we kind of stand on some of those. So.
And Mike?
Speaking of articles, on Friday, I pushed out a blog post about our new swoosh, and it walks through the evolution of the Tellor logo and brand from its scrappy beginnings all the way to our thoughtful refresh. This post is our official unveiling of it with a little bit of nostalgia and some storytelling and reflection about how far we've come, not just as a brand, but as a protocol and as a team. So if you guys haven't checked it out, check it out.
Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy both of the articles. And with that, we'll see you guys next week.